Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. What the hell are you talking about? Happy Friday. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I don't know where I got happy Saturday from. I don't think I've ever said that, but you know, there's a first time for everything, I guess. All right, news on the session. We do have low impact news at 8:45 and then high impact news at 9 o'clock. All right, let's see. We are in an uptrend. Yes. All right. You can hear me now? Okay, good. I had just a little bit of a delay. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. That's too big. All right, pushing new highs, so I'll just sit and wait a little bit. What a push. Oh, it's a buy off of the value area high. There's the major resistance level is there, as well as I think that's the first upper deviation band on the VWAP. Nice 150 tick move. Don't like where we are now. You should have traded London. Yeah, I'm just gonna be patient myself. I'm about to check to make sure. 0330. Oh, what am I talking about? Oh, I've been sitting here trying to push this account. This is not the one that's about to 0330. It's not the one that's about to renew. The one that's about to renew is the one that was $400 away from being funded. It renews on Monday, actually. How did I get those mixed up? I don't know. Oh, God. Pretty sure it renews at nighttime, though. So I feel like I have today and Monday. I could be wrong, though. The question, this is the one that's like $139 a month, too. Ah, hell. Fuck. Yeah, I don't want this. Listen, that's because I think I'm pretty sure I took a week off with it. I think because that first week of me trading it after it renewed, I had lost so much money on it. I don't want this account to renew again. As soon as 8:43 comes, I'm gonna look to see what time this account usually. It's only $600 away from being funded. I think I might have to blow or go this one. And then if it this is well, I wouldn't say a legacy account, but I had this account before the last changes that were made to the payout structure and stuff. So it's so close. It's so close. My life. The problem is I'm paying 50% more for this account than I am my other one. Which an extra $40, I mean, that could be made up with the first payout behind. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let me see what time it usually renews. See, the thing that I don't like about Tradeify is if I buy it on the 15th, I want it to always renew on the 15th, not a 30-day cycle. So it's gone from the 15th to the 14th to the 13th, basically, which is kind of annoying. Now, it looks like it's been renewing in the evening time, though. That's a cool thing about Tradeify is they don't do it at midnight all the time, so that's nice. What do you think? Should I just chance it? Because I could just chance it and I don't fucking know. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? I'm just over here confused. Very confused. I'm glad I looked though, because I definitely thought it was my other account that renewed next week, and for whatever reason I thought it renewed next Wednesday. Oh, because next Wednesday's the 15th. I'm glad I looked. That's like 6 trades. It could be 3 trades. Could be 3 trades if I double the contracts. This is so annoying. Now I do think that max contracts is fine. I just really don't feel like paying the full price for this damn renewal. Oh, excuse me. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? No, Amelia, it renews on the 13th, so it renews on Monday, and typically my renewals for this account come around 4:15 p.m. So that would mean I would have today and Monday's trading session if they charge me around the time they always charge me, because I think it goes based off of whatever time you purchase the account. At least it used to, because my other Tradeify account always renews around 9 p.m. on the day that it renews. So I don't know. But I would basically have to be plus 6 trades if I just do 1 contract, plus 3 if it's 2 contracts. Had I known it was this account, I would have been multiplying contracts this week, because I actually have been multiplying contracts on the other account. Take your card off until later. I could do that. Zam. Okay, I'm clear to trade again. Let's see. I really want the reversal. The counter trend pullback, but we do have the buy rotation level there. Oh, I forgot this extra chart is here. It's so close. I've gained almost $600 on it this week. Took 9 trades, won 8, lost 1. Well, some of those wins are actually break evens, but you guys get what I mean. I'm so mad I thought it was the other account, because the other account I gained like 700 on, which would mean that I would be like two trades away from passing if I had 2 contracts. I think let's just multiply the contracts. Let's make it 2 contracts. Nothing crazy. I think. Oh, That's a little volume spike. Yeah, we'll just go 2 contracts. Remember, we do have 9 o'clock high impact news coming in soon. I was hoping we reverse off the resistance level. That's too close. How did she bypass my... I got her on emergency bypass. I guess I do. Why? I'm really debating. Oh, that's so annoying. My God. This was a valid trade. We were so close to the resistance level, I didn't really want to take it. But it looks like we pushed straight through it. We did. What the fuck? This is why I have to figure out which combinations work well to where I don't have to take profit or break even, and which ones I don't. Ah, that sucks. Current break even at the day, -$8. Trailing was too fast today. That's not bad though. Not bad, especially for a Friday, honestly. For a Friday, that is not too shabby. The trailing was too fast and too tight of a trailing stop. Don't hold me. Of course, we're gonna start this. All right, oh, because it changed, of course. See, this is why I don't like multiplying contracts at the end. Not when I actually would have passed the account. The trade was exactly what I wanted it to be until right before it closed the trade. It changed to a trap, which is not what I was looking for. But that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I'm just gonna multiply contracts on this account, and if I fail it, I'm just gonna cancel it. Like, it just is what it is. I really don't want to pay extra for this account. I don't think, not to say it's not worth it, but it's kind of not worth it. It's just not, and it's very annoying. Like, I just don't want to deal with this at all. That changed so fast and I didn't even see it. That's cool though. So now I'm $900 away. How great. Or I could max the contracts and try to get it in 2 trades. If the next 2 trades win, just have to be really careful and make sure the point of control doesn't change on me. Trailing stop was fast. Would have hit my TP had a got you. Break even is better than super red. It is. Kind of hold myself when I sat out of this because it was too close. It's all good though. Now we're in the consolidation zone. Great. Yeah, I think I am just gonna blow or go it. I think that's what we're gonna do. Because even though this account, you can, with this particular account, it's on the old payout rules where I believe you can get to 2,100 in profit and withdraw 1,500. But when you scale up the payouts, like how each payout you can get access to more money, the new way that they do it, you're able to access more money than this old account, and it's probably because you need to make more to get it out, right? So I think I'm just gonna have to be okay with, hey, this account I was so fucking close, but almost doesn't count. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Now the question is, do I want to just keep going with 2 contracts? Do I want to do more? That's the question I really have, because I'm not trying to be on this all day. I'm not doing it. I want to go and start enjoying my weekend, if I'm being honest. So we'll see. But as long as we don't, stay towards the highs and we kind of stay below it, I think I'll be all right. And as long as we don't stay inside the consolidation zone, that will be ill. So let's see what happens with the 9 a.m. news. I'm so annoyed at that trade though, especially because I just missed one that I should have taken. All I wanted was a continuation. I didn't realize it was a trap. Damn. All right, so 44, 210. So I'm like, it's like 5 trades away. That's still too much. All right, I'd rather it be done. I'd rather try to get it done during my regular session and not have to extend too long, especially like not too far beyond 10, 15. So I'm going to actually go 3 contracts on the next trade. There's still like, and I just have to be careful not to take a trade I'm not supposed to be in. But there's still like $1,500 in drawdown on it. The losses are like 150, so each loss would be about 350, and each win would be around 315 or so. Yeah, we'll see. If it's any trade I question, I just won't take it. All right, I'll be clear to trade in about 10 seconds. Just be patient. All right, so yeah, 3 contracts, 1 contract on the other accounts. We're good. Dang, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Took my green and done. Aye. Nice trade, nice trade. Sucker goes down even more. But at least the consistency with you getting your green and going out is better than getting the extra. It's about to hit the 3rd pivot resistance. Jeez. All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm really careful. But yeah, I've mentally, if this account fails, it just fails and it is what it is. I just can't justify paying another $139. I already looked in this account. I think I've paid for it 3 times already. So I can't, no more. I just can't. So we'll just make sure I try to follow the rules of my strategy, not get caught, and it should be all right. That was only my 2nd loss of the week. And guess what? Both losses this week were trades I weren't supposed to be in. Both of them. I wouldn't have stayed in longer, yeah. The open was clean, higher high and lower greenish lows. Nice moves today. It's nice when it's clear on a Friday, because didn't you used to not like trading on Fridays? It's too clean to pass up. Right, that's too close to VWAP right there. Now we can come up and reject off the red line up there maybe. I just blew my own high with it. Damn trade I just lost. The consolidation zone is shrunk a little bit. We are barcoding on the 5-minute chart. Nope. Looks like we're trying to create the uptrend. I just don't want us to start trading near the highs. I'll be screwed if we do. You're missing out. Oh, because you can't make your protein shakes. How you break it? like 3 points away. All right, help center. Why do you not have? Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at, so with the account that I have versus the newer account at Tradeify, basically the account I have, you need to reach a balance of 52,100 to reach a payout, versus the new ones you need 53,000. So you need an extra $900 to reach payout, right? However, the first payout is the same amount of 1,500. The second payout is 2,000 on the new accounts, but only 1,750 on the old account. The third payout is 2,500 versus 2,000. So just if you are able to reach, it's a little too close. If you're able to reach a third payout on the same account, you're talking about 750, an extra 750 per account that you're able to make, even though you have to earn an extra $900. And I don't know, I guess that's worth it. Question mark. Let me see. Trying to gain 15 more pounds this year. Eat a lot of food. I just can't eat that much. I don't know how people be 400 pounds just eating away. We were just talking about people, my 600-pound life the other night, because we were talking about the guy Justin Whitehead. He's a comedian or whatever, and he always does reaction videos to their stuff, and he's just hilarious. But yeah, I don't see how people do that either. I can only eat twice a day. 3 times a day usually will mess with my digestion some way, somehow. Even if I'm eating the same food, if I break it into 3 meals, my digestive system is not happy. Massive chop on ES. I'm not surprised because it's barcoding on NQ. No trades yet on NQ. Make it long here. Hold over 350. Oh, well, we ain't hold that. Chopping people. Some account that you can get up to 6K payout. Yeah, didn't they change that? Because the payout, the max payout, wasn't it less than that on those accounts? Didn't they change it? You had a bunch of grapes the other day. It was full all day. Yeah, my funded futures is one of those companies where I just have never, well, okay. at first when I was looking at, the different companies that I would possibly be interested, the VWAP's there, that I would possibly be interested in, my funded futures just wasn't, because they had the micro scalping rule, right? And then it just seemed like they got rid of the micro scalping rule, which was great, but they changed their stuff way too often to me. Rules, names of accounts, like it's just too much to keep up with. And I don't really like that, because I feel like, especially if I'm going to trade with the company and become an affiliate as well at some point, when you're just doing too much, you're making it harder for me. I don't like that. I just don't like it. All right, let's see. 966. Okay. Change to a traps. What I was looking for. But yeah, they just change stuff too often, man. And I don't like that. And I just feel like, as a company that a lot of people see as top 5, top 10, they just change stuff too much. To me, the more a company changes plans, names, all these different things, it shows that your company's unstable. Which obviously I want you to reach a level of stability, because, we want you to be around to be able to pay people out. But my God. It was like 1,500. That's insane to me. Every 6 months with newer change account. Yeah. You can't trade other sim funded accounts. Like, if one account is to 5 payouts and that single one goes to live. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. They can go to hell. Cause Don't like it. Don't like it. Yes, I'm gonna be extending I promise y'all, if I have to extend my session, I'm gonna max contract it. I really should just probably max contract now. It's no point. Because I know some people, when they look at like the changes that Tradeify made, right? They just see like, okay, well, payout number 1 is 1,500. It's the same on both. So why should I have to make more money to make the same amount? Like, a lot of people don't look at the long term of payouts 2 through 6, because most people don't actually expect to make it to that payout number anyway. I don't have that mindset. I look at all of that because I don't plan to blow PAs. I mean, look at how long it took me to blow the 2 PAs that I did have, the one from Apex and the one from TPT. And those, I had quite a few trading days on. I changed strategies, well, not changed strategies, but the way I was trading my strategy changed over time and things like that. So for me, I care about looking at stuff like that because I don't plan to just blow it after the first the first payout anyway, you know? So does it suck that you have to make $900 more? Sure. But I think being able to pull more money out, it's worth it. But I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna see, because I'm not letting this account renew again. Not doing it. Lower highs and lower lows. Ah, yeah, it is. It is, it is. All right, let's see what we do. We're around the point of control right now. Just push through it. We're definitely holding this red level. We bounced off of it quite a few times. Well, I was gonna look for a sale, but zigzag turn green. It's just so annoying. This account would have been passed if I realized it was this account that needed to be multiplied. Oh, it might change to an uptrend. There we go. Let's see how long we hold this for. We better not trade back into this. That consolidation zone is huge right now. I will literally cry. Because I do not want to be here all day. I don't. I'm cool with being red on the other accounts, but this account has something's got to give with it. That's too close. Still rejecting 350, yeah. That's VWAP at a current open. I mean, prior open. All right, we're getting late in. All right, I'm actually gonna, I think the max contracts on Tradeify is 5. I'm about to max contracts on this account because like I said, as irritating as it would be to fail this account after I was so close to passing it last month and then this month, I don't want to sit here all day trying to trade it at 3 contracts being safe. Like, it is what it is. So 5 contracts, we got like up to 2.5 losses basically. That's just what we're gonna have to do. Or I might 914. Yeah, especially with the way that we're trading right now, and it's a Friday. Let's see, 4. Yeah, that'll give it 2 trades, win or lose. Can't take it any longer. Some unwinding out of a large position. Next, we're so close to pass, just miss it by a bit. Yeah, it's all good. Like, the biggest thing is with this account, right? I didn't even realize I was paying full price for it because this was an account I got for 50% off, and I did not see that the renewal was full price. And if I would have seen that, I would have canceled this account a long time ago. And the only reason I didn't, and okay, so this is the other problem. I took a week off from trading it because that first week after it renewed, I was struggling, right? So I took a week off from trading it, and I just kind of hold myself doing that. Well, probably not, because I think the week I took off trading it, I didn't do so well then either. This is actually my first pretty decent week in a while. But yeah, I've made peace with if this account blows, it just fucking blows, because I can't. And like last month, I extended my session all the way into the close just to still be $400. I was 1 trade away because I was maxing contracts. So it's kind of annoying, and I just, even from the mindset of like, oh, well, even if it renews one more time, you know, your first payout, you'll like triple what you put into the account because I've let it renew a couple of times. But I just can't, I can't, I just can't. I was here for all of it. Yeah, like look, me and this account have been through some things, okay? But yeah, I want to get it over with. So I'm going to max the contracts. That is the thing that they did change, right? The max contracts that you can use now. Well, I mean, obviously this is an old account though, but and this is also an account that doesn't have a renewal fee. All right, so yeah, I think max is 5 contracts, so that's what we're gonna go with. And whatever happens, happens. It is what it is. I can't. We had new people come in the chat. Yeah, I think I got like 400 views on that video, that live, just because I was here for so damn long. Probably allowed me to gain new exposure because I was streaming at a time where not very many people, you know, a lot of people stream the open and then for the first couple of hours, but there aren't a whole lot of people that stream well into the afternoon. So it was nice, but I can't do that every day. I genuinely don't understand how people sit on the charts all day. As somebody who used to do it, yeah. I just can't. So I'll stay on here until 10:30. 10:30 is my hard stop time. Can't go past that because I need to journal and just relax and start my weekend. I had a pretty good week. Then the fact that I should be up right now, if I would have taken that first trade and then realized that the second trade invalidated itself right before the bar closed. So it's like I just want to like chill. I will say that two things I'm really happy about is being open to going back to bid ask after opening up my stop loss. The opening up of the stop loss was absolutely needed because now I have way more volume and order flow combinations that I could trade that I could not trade before. So I'm very happy about that. Sit from 1 hour before the open to the close, but after lunch I'm more relaxed. Only dangerous if the FOMO in the afternoon. Yeah. Do you sit on the charts for that long because what's your reason for sitting on the charts that long? Do you feel like you aren't able to make the amount of money that you want to make in a shorter period of time? I mean, a lot of times I can say that we will sit here and choppity chop, and after about 10 or 10:30, all of a sudden while I'm watching somebody stream, I'll see that the market finally broke out and did exactly what I wanted it to do. So that part does kind of suck. And I think the only reason I don't get FOMO is because I'm so hell-bent on being very strict with my trading times because of my experience of sitting on the charts from sunup to sundown every day. And also, I'm a person where I'm a creature of habit. If it's not something that I can duplicate every single day without fail, or be just some level of consistency, I can't do it, right? So for me, especially now that I'm used to taking naps and stuff, honey, I can't sit. This is my nap time. My friends be trying to get me to play the game. Baby, this is my nap time. If y'all still on when I wake up, cool, but I need my nap, okay? But also, I think about in terms of if I'm on vacation, if I'm just out of town visiting someone, things like that. I still want to be able to trade, but I also want to enjoy my time of wherever I am, and I can't do that if like I want to have consistent results, you know? So I think that's the biggest thing for me. I'm done trading for the day, but I also only take 1 to 2 trades a day. So once I'm green and done, I turn everything off. Yeah. Probably do that too once I'm consistent. Yeah. And see, that's the thing for me. Once I'm done journaling, baby, Ninja Trader is turned off. I don't even think about it. Now, if let's say I'm like putting trades into my analysis sheet or something like that, and I realized that, oh shoot, you wrote down what the delta was, but you didn't write where the point of control was or something like that. I used to reopen the charts, you know, and go look real quick. A lot of times I don't. I'll just wait till the next day. And it ain't even that I'm tempted to trade again. I just, once I'm done, I'm done. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just like being done. I do. And now that I'm not having to do all of this back testing and stuff like that, once I'm off the charts, I'm off. Now, actually, as I'm transferring my trades to my analysis sheet, I won't even have like a YouTube. I will literally shut my computer off completely. I just want to get it done and over with. You know. Yeah, see, this is going to irritate me. I can't do anything while we're in here. I'm up just to see what's happening. Go look for a live stream or have a chart up that isn't a trading platform. Yeah, watch the streamer for entertainment since I'm also working. So I'm kind of feel flash, even if I'm not taking trades for the time. I ended up gaining more knowledge. Yeah, if you're still in the like learning stage, yes, but also you have to remember, so even if you want to do it full time, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be on the charts full time, right? You just want to make a full-time income, which making a full-time income is all about leverage, not necessarily how much time you're on the charts, right? And as you're learning, you also have to remember that things that you know and understand that happen in the, let's say, afternoon time is not the same as, not always the same as the morning time. It just kind of depends on your strategy. Does your strategy require volume and volatility? You know, those kind of things. So you also have to be careful with that, because sometimes what you do in the morning doesn't necessarily translate well in the afternoon session and vice versa on a consistent basis. See, for me, I felt like, all right, when does the market typically move the most? Because I don't want to be bored. It's going to make me more sleepy. So knowing that the market is typically the most volatile in the first hour, that's why I chose the first hour. Because if whatever I want to do doesn't happen in the first hour, baby, I'll see you tomorrow. Now, again, do we have breakouts after I'm off the chart? Absolutely. Especially when we're super choppy, because it happens while I'm journaling. But there is literally nothing in, I can see it happening. And there is nothing in me that wants to click a button, because I'm trying to journal and get the hell on. But my goal, and everybody has different goals, right? My goal has been to try to do everything I want to do in that first hour. Because another thing for me is, if I decide that I want to have a family, have children, that kind of thing, I have to think about it from that standpoint too, right? Because I'm getting to the age of, some of those things might be a little bit more important to me now than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. So I can't have kids that I have to take care of and I'm on the charts all day, every day. You know what I mean? So I think about stuff like that as well. I can take an hour to do what I need to do, even maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours max. So I just think about all those different components in one. Pack up and go once I'm consistent. Easy. Yeah. So and to me, with the power of prop firms and using them the proper way and not gambling away some of your profits by having, blowing accounts and having to buy more accounts all the time, you can really make a decent income, just making $200 to $300 a day when you have the leverage of so many accounts. So you don't have to force it. You don't have to over leverage and gamble and things like that. We have so many great opportunities to leverage different companies and accounts. There's no reason to go crazy with gambling. It's just really not. And the more disciplined you are, the more you're going to see consistent results over time. It's up the trade, and if you're paying attention to the afternoon price when you know you aren't ever going to trade it, that's true as well. Like I said, the learning part of it I get. And if your goal is to make a full-time income and trade from market open to market close, well, then that makes sense. But if your goal is not to sit on the charts all day, like let's say that you want a hard stop at a certain time, you should only look at the markets at that certain time, because most of the time the patterns that you see are going to be consistent within the time frame that you trade, depending on what you trade, right? Now, certain aspects of order flow, they work no matter what time it is, because order flow is order flow. And when you're trading with certain metrics like delta percentages and delta efficiency and things like that, the market will give you the same result like 75% of the time. It's just a matter of figuring out what that pattern is that works well for what you're doing. But like the few times I've had to extend my session, I think the last time I had to extend my session, I won 5 trades and lost 1, I think. Or maybe won 5, lost, I think I lost 1. Maybe I lost 2, I can't remember. But I took quite a few trades. I was just annoyed because the time in between the trades was, my God, it was so annoying. But yeah, I also, okay, my thought process also is that for me, I always knew trading was going to buy my time back from corporate America, right? And I can't buy my time back from corporate America if I'm still sitting here on the charts just as long as I do working a job. Now, it's a little bit different for me. Obviously, as a nurse, I was working 12-hour shifts and not 8, but still, the same thing applies. If I have to, this, and this is so true, I've told my friends this. I said, if I have to sit there for 8 hours a day to make the same amount of money that I would make as a nurse, I'd rather do nursing. Because my nursing job was not hard. I worked overnight. So I come in, I get a report, I check orders, I get meds ready, I pass meds, do any assessments that I need to do, which is like very rarely do you need to do any kind of assessments. After I pass meds, within about 2 hours is bedtime. They sleep from about 9 o'clock to, let's say, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, we do any vitals. I pass meds again. I give report. I go home. And I was making $43, $45 an hour doing that. Why the hell would I stress myself out on some goddamn on charts? I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had an easy job and I only had to do it 3 days a week, 3 nights a week, which for me, I've only worked full time like probably, I don't know, maybe 2 years out of my entire nursing career. So I just worked 2 days a week. Once I got out of debt, baby, it was no reason for me to be in nobody's job 3 days a week. For what? I don't even have crazy bills to pay. This is even when I was living on my own. I didn't have crazy. Once you get out of debt and you don't owe anybody anything and all you have is like rent, utilities, and food, child, you're not gonna sit here and slave for what? Right? So having that mindset, you know, some people feel like you don't, not everybody feels like trading should be a way to buy your time back and that you're not having fun if that's what you're trying to do. Okay, whatever. No, it's just a simple fact that I want to have all the time in the world to live my life, because I have literally, this has been the first time, these last 3 years of me not working, this has been the first time I've actually been living. You know what I mean? I've done so much in my lifetime since graduating high school at 16 that over half of the things that I've done, I don't even remember, because I did not have time to slow down and smell the roses. I was just going. There are events that I've done that I've forgotten about. There are people that I've met that I would swear to you up and down I've never met that person if they didn't have a picture of us together. Okay? So for me, I want to enjoy life. I want to travel. Sometimes part of enjoying life is not having to do anything, just being able to relax. But that's my goal. That's not everybody's goal, right? And for me, if I can maximize my time and make all the money that I want to make by only trading an hour and 10 minutes a day, that's what I'm going to do. But I had to sit on the charts. Exactly. Exactly, Amelia. And that's how I think in terms of time as well. I've always been that way. Like, I remember I made this post on Facebook. This was some years ago, but I was teaching people about like the true value of a dollar, right? There is no way that you can be sitting here at a job where you make $15 an hour and you go buy $150 jeans, $150 shoes. Do you know how crazy that looks? You had to work over one full shift because you got to factor in taxes that are taken out. You know what I'm saying? Your take home pay, you had to work over one full day at a job that you hate in order to buy those shoes, in order to buy those pants, in order to buy that shirt. That's insane to me. That is how I view the value of a dollar. How long did it have to take me to make the money that I make? The longer it takes to make the money that I make, the less worth it is to me. But again, not everybody has that thought process. That's just my thought process. And when I started thinking about things, because I'm not a materialistic person anyway, so I never had to do those calculations for myself. But I was just kind of like in my teaching bag at the moment. But when you think about how long it takes for you to do something, the longer it takes, the more not worth it is. If your goal is to enjoy life. People love the market and those just use it. Just now retire. He spends most of his day reading and dealing with the market. Yeah, and if you just love the market, that's cool. I love the market for what it can provide, you know, but I don't love it so much that I want to sit here and watch this shit all day. There is nothing interesting to me personally about the market and how it moves. Like, beyond what I learn and what I need for my strategy, for the time that I trade my strategy, that's all I need. I don't care about nothing else. Now, you know, once I get back into long-term investing and things like that, obviously I'm going to have to spend some time doing things like researching company, you know, just different stuff like that. And I'll love it. I love learning. But I don't love learning 8 hours a day. That I feel like I'm back at school. Did enough of that in my lifetime as well. No thanks. But then also, it depends on what else you have going on outside of trading too. Because for me, I'm about to start streaming my gaming stuff again. And if I'm on the charts for 8 hours a day, I'm not going to even want to stream my gaming stuff. So that's other stuff, like other components of what I have going on too. And I'm about to start making short form content on this channel and obviously my gaming channel as well, until eventually, you know, I outsource that at some point in the very far future. So I just have to think about all the things that I want to fit into my typical day, because ever since I've been on YouTube, I stopped streaming my gaming stuff. Because for me, it's like, baby, look, I done streamed this morning. By the time I do everything I need, I don't even feel like streaming anymore for the rest of the day. But I do want to get back into streaming though. But it's just kind of, honestly, it's kind of hard to be motivated with streaming as a Black content creator. I'm not gonna lie. Being a minority streamer, no matter what like arena you're in, is very taxing on the brain. Not gonna lie. It is. What game do I play? I used to mainly play Apex, but I've been playing 2K a lot since I got the game about, I don't know, maybe a week and a half after it came out, almost 2 weeks after it came out. So I've been playing that a lot, but I primarily would play 2K and Apex, and probably some of the games that some people like watching, but not too much of that, because I know some people who genuinely don't want to play the games that they play, but they do it because that's what people want to watch, which is great. But I also still want to enjoy playing the game. Got to. So, all right, let's see. I got it on 5 contracts right now. So the next 2 trades, we're either gonna pass or fail. It's that simple. But yeah, those 2 games are my primary games, which I need to get back on Apex because I kind of abandoned it when I started playing 2K. Hold on, I'm trying to think right now. All right, yeah, I'm not tripping. But yeah, so that's been a goal of mine, is to get back into that as well. That's not what I want. Apex Legends, yeah. Used to stream Apex and other games. Shut up. Shut up. You abandoned it when you started on this trading journey. Yeah. See, for me, like, the only reason I still was even gaming is because I've been gaming since I was a small kid. Like, I've had almost every game system since the Nintendo. Which the majority of my game systems still work to this day. Even my original Sega still works. I think the only thing that doesn't work is my Sega Dreamcast, and that's because we had a Mad Catz controller, and for whatever reason, a Mad Catz controller, whenever you would plug it in, um, it would always mess up my system where I would have to get it fixed. And for whatever reason, my mom just wouldn't throw the damn things away. And so some years back, probably like 10 years ago, we were having a family function and we were just playing some old game systems or whatever. And my cousins plugged up that Mad Catz controller and broke the system again. So I am looking to get it fixed again, possibly. But yeah, somebody asked me, what was that? Probably like a week ago, how long I've been playing 2K. I'm like, I still have the original 2K on Sega Dreamcast with Allen Iverson on the cover. Okay, I've been playing games for a long time. A long time. You're installing again because you may get hooked again. You probably will. I'm not gonna lie. That new wild card mode is so dope. It's basically Resurgence, like Call of Duty Resurgence, but on Apex. And so I haven't liked Call of Duty since Call of Duty Ghosts. I used to be heavy into Call of Duty. Um, but I would only play Call of Duty basically when my sister would ask me to play, because Call of Duty is just one of the dumbest game developers I've ever known. Why do you have so many Resurgence maps, but you're forcing us to only play the prison map, which was on the last Resurgence? Like, why are you forcing people to play the same map for 2 years straight? That's so stupid. There's like 7 different Resurgence maps. So when they got rid of Area 99 and made it to where we can only play the prison map, I just was no longer interested. So, and then when Wildcard came out on Apex, I'm like, oh, this is everything Resurgence wishes it was. And so I don't think I uninstalled it, but I have not even opened up Call of Duty since then. The beta was out for Black Ops 7, wasn't interested. But I also was grinding my 2K player. I got 2 players at 99 now. I think I just hit 99 on my second player yesterday, but yeah. I always loved Battlefield. You want to know, I never liked Battlefield. I think I had Battlefield 4. Battlefield and Gears of War were like the 2 shooting games I think when I installed Battlefield for the first, not installed because I had the disc. When I played Battlefield for the first time, and I was sniping, and I realized I had to pay attention to the wind and the miles per hour that the wind was blowing and what way it was blowing. I said, yeah, you're a little too realistic for me. I don't got time for this. And I just genuinely didn't really like the gameplay like that. Um, Gears of War, I'm not the biggest fan of any third person shooting game because I just can't stand people literally sitting behind walls. You don't know that they're there and then they just pop out and kill you. The only thing I used to like about Gears of War was the horde mode. I love the horde mode. But aside from that, I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Which, if I'm not mistaken, because I've been on Xbox since I was 19, and I still have friends that I play with and talk to this day that I met when I was 19, and I'm 35 now. So I have a lot of long-term friends from Xbox. Let's see, when did Call of Duty 4 came out in 2007, but I didn't start playing it, I feel like, until 2000. Maybe I've been on the game longer than I thought. You know what? That is true. I have been on since 2007, but the majority of my friends I met in 2008, 2009. But yeah. But I know my friends have been talking about Battlefield, and two of them played the beta. They said they really like it, but they don't really have high hopes because they said that Battlefield almost always just fucks up when they launch the game, and it takes them way too long to fix things, and then by then people are just no longer interested. But some of my friends like the Black Ops 7 beta. Some of them were just like, it's Call of Duty, you're getting the same shit over and over kind of thing. But I think that they did do some new stuff, but I'm not completely sure. All right. He's so crazy. All right, I hear Financial Juice talking. Let's see what that was. China commerce stuff. France's president. Macron's meeting with party leaders is over as politicians. Person leaving. Okay. Y'all, now we're pushing new low. This is an insane breakout. Okay. Played Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare was my favorite. I liked Modern Warfare over Black Ops personally. So I have a picture of me when I was on the leaderboard at the end of the game. Yeah, I used to love Call of Duty, but not any longer. They lost me with Call of Duty Ghost because that's when they changed search and destroy to search and rescue, where it was a mixture between search and destroy and kill confirm. So if you picked up somebody's tags, they came back. Well, the whole purpose of search and destroy was you couldn't come back. So why are you doing this? And instead of them having search and destroy and search and rescue, they only had search and rescue, and it took them way too long to put search and destroy back in the game, so they lost me there. Then when they started the wall running, and it was just too much. And I feel like some game developers don't understand the purpose of being yourself, right? Back in the day, Call of Duty was so different from Battlefield, was so different from Gears of War, was so different from Halo, right? And then it was like eventually games just started trying to jock each other's style. And it was just like, okay, but if I wanted jetpacks, if I wanted to jump high in the air and all these other things, I would have stayed on Halo. You know? If I wanted, now I will say, what was that, Warfare 3, they had third person mode, but it was just like a mode. You didn't change the whole game to that, so that was fine. But even the way that they like screwed up zombies used to be so great. Like, y'all, I remember back in the day, I had these friends that I would play zombies with all the time, and our goal was just to last as long as we could. We never hard stopped anywhere. Y'all, we would be falling asleep while playing. And it was like, okay, it's such and such turn to take a nap. All right, set a 15-minute alarm. There, we would find little exploits like, all right, if we all just stand in this corner behind this rail, all the zombies will just come straight at us. So if one person is asleep in the group, it's fine because we got 3 people shooting at one time. You'll be sitting there, you on that thing for like 4 or 5 hours. You're starting to get tired. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, but you're trying to thug it out. And next thing you know, you hear, well, my name on there is Freak Nasty. You'll hear. No, I think back then my name was Miss Independent. So my nickname was Indy. All out of nowhere, I just hear, Indy, wake up. I'm like, shit, sorry. I'm sorry. We used to have so much fun. So much fun. Oh, Trump made a post. What his post was. What his post was. All right, I had to text something to my friend. Paul said, what's happening? Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning? True social post about China being hostile. That means I probably won't be able to do anything until the afternoon because this is ridiculous. At this point, I kind of just want to get into a sale and whatever happens with this account fucking happens, you know? Maybe I should. I think the next reversal bar down because I really am tired. I want to be done. I think oh, not at a support level though. Oh, maybe I should. I don't even know if I would get filled on these. Probably not. Some of them are decent. All right. No, I don't want to gamble it like that. But what if it's volatile like this for the rest of the day? I would have passed it there. Fuck. This is literally insane. Like, what if it's like this for the rest of the day? What am I supposed to do with this? I just want to figure out if I can get this account done. That's it. That's all. I don't want to gamble it though and just take a trip because the way that the market is moving, if I don't get filled, there's a high chance that I'll get filled the opposite way, and I don't want that to happen. It's a quantile and it can't even keep up. I noticed that when there's really high volatility, quantile will does yours make it to where you can't even see the screen because of the way that the spread looks, or no? I'll come back and look at the chart. Like I knew it was short. Shut up, Trenches, because you know people are like that for real. I called it. I told y'all. Like, shut your ass up. It's been sitting in. Look at this consolidation zone. It's been sitting in this whole time. But yeah, you just knew it was gonna fall. All these points, huh? Get the hell on. I mean, it broke my consolidation zone and just pushed down 300 points, bro. All right, I might just get, I'm gonna wait till 10:30. If it doesn't slow down by 10:30, I'm just gonna have to wait until this hoopla goes away. Wait, he didn't answer my other question? No, he didn't. What to do, you guys? What to do? I don't want to gamble it, but I also cannot. What the fuck? Seems like almost every time the volume is low on the pullback, the trade goes through. But see, a lot of these I wouldn't even get filled on because of how quickly it's moving, so I'm not gonna do it. It's pointless. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, it tells you how delayed it is. YM fell 500. Not this is fun, Pred. You're a crazy person. Just got green in my kid account. ICT concepts and the new day. Opening gap from Tuesday was just filled. Interesting. Very interesting. Uh-oh. Where did I just put those things? Oh yeah, somebody's showing how bad their lag was on Rhythmic on Quantower. 102,000 milliseconds. Oh, actually, where's my... And the crazy thing is, after all of that drop, we're still only down 1%. I mean, only 1% sounds crazy. Because 1% is a lot, but only 1%. Didn't even check the lag on Tradeaway for ES. If y'all look, I'm actually behind 5.5 minutes. I didn't even look. I'm glad. Who said that? Paul, I'm glad you said something about the delay because I didn't even realize I was delayed 5.5 minutes. So I think I'm gonna if this is still doing this at 10:15, I'm just gonna be done. I'll try to come back in the afternoon or something. And leave it at that. I dropped something. Where did it go? I don't know. Cloud X flights. Hold on. I'm weak. No. I'm still streaming, but I'm about to end the stream because the market's so volatile that the data's delayed like 5.5 minutes. So hold on. I mean, Monday is gonna be super volatile. I'm trading TPT Pro and I'm scared right now. Yeah, I wouldn't trade at all. A lot of resets getting bought right now, period, for real. I am going to I'm about to hard stop because I mean, obviously with the lag, there's nothing I could do anyway. But I'm gonna keep my charts open because I am gonna journal a little bit later, and I also want this account is going to pass or blow today. Okay, I refuse. I refuse to pay another $139. Very much refuse. Now it could be that I would have Monday to be able to trade as well if they charge me at 415 like they normally do, but just in case they don't. Just in case they don't. Yeah, just in case they don't, I'm just gonna pass or blow it today, hopefully. Fingers crossed. All right, so let me show you guys the status of the accounts right now. So I only took the one trade, which lost, and because I had double the contracts, I lost 311 on this account. So I'm still $900 from being funded. So what I'm gonna do on the next two trades, if the market slows down at some point, is I'm going to just max the contracts, and I'm either gonna pass or fail it within two trades. Essentially, is the goal, and that's just that. But yeah, not a bad week at all. Today and Monday were my only 2 days where I lost a trade. Tuesday, I don't think I got any trades in at all. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. So it just wasn't a bad week at all, despite all the choppiness and stuff. And like I said earlier, the 2 trades that I lost this week, I actually wasn't even supposed to be in them. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. So you take your card off. I'm teaching you trench to... Oh, okay. I'll take my card off. Jeez. Jeez Louise. But trenches, if the... Okay, wait. If the charge doesn't go through, aren't they going to cancel the account anyway? That man said, I'm trying to teach you. You don't want to listen. No, I do want to listen. I'm going to inbox you. I have the rules when the VIX is 16, expect a 1% movement. Did not know that. But after I'm going to play Warhammer 40. I'm about to chill out for real. I don't even want to get on the game, but we're making a new crew on 2K because we hit 30 in our previous crew, but we only joined that crew because we thought one of our other friends, we were going to play with them more often, but they're getting paid to stream right now. So I'm like, why are we in this crew? And we don't have any room. You can only have 50 people per crew, and we don't have enough room to be able to invite people we want to invite. So we're making our own crew. So he wants me to get on so he can make me vice president so I can invite everybody today. Yeah, they gonna... Oh, you get 24 hours? Ah. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna try to sit here later in the afternoon, but if not, then I'll just trade it on Monday, I guess, and remove my card and see if I could get 2 more trading days out of it. We'll see. 2K is the basketball game, right? Yeah. Yeah, NBA 2K. I don't really have a desire to play. I got 2 point guards that are both 99. At this point, it's just about doing some of the lifetime challenges so I can get another cap breaker to make my player even better. But aside from that, unless all my friends are on, there's no need for me to play. I'm cool. I'm chilling. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know in the Discord what I end up doing with this account, and we'll just go from there. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your world if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.